Hi, Savannah. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be a conduit for your vision and your intention. It's been a really interesting process to approach my creative expression in this way. I began by choosing a painting that I'd been working on, but kind of didn't feel like I had the inspiration to finish. It had been sitting in my studio for a while, and yeah, it just felt like she needed to transform into something else. So this project was perfect for that. And I began by reading over what you had handwritten, and it was really important for me to put down the three words rootedness, marvel, and appreciation to begin the process. And maybe I felt drawn to using that painting because that painting that I ended up painting over had a tree being, but it was a large face with had tree kind of head. So that intention, that word rootedness, kind of fit with that. So I thought that was the perfect match. So I began by picking the 7 colors of the rainbow, and I dunked my fingertips in it, and I tapped, and just put in the rainbow vibes into the canvas. And that was fun, just starting the process in a playful way. And yeah, just I didn't want to feel intimidated because I've never done this before, a commission, painting somebody else's vision. So that was a really great way to start, keeping it playful and connecting to your energy, your rainbow vibes. So that was a really great place to start. And then this rainbow being appeared in the hair, around the hair area of the face that I had on the painting. And I guess at that point, I kind of felt like, oh, maybe I can keep this face and work around it. And then I just started to feel kind of restricted to just staying with that idea of wanting that face. Like I tried to work around it, and it just wasn't working for me. And then I realized that, oh, that's me wanting to hang on to kind of dominate the process in the way that I want to go. And then I needed to anchor back to your vision, and which meant that that face had to go. Which now I understand in the end, because we did take out the face, that it was the right thing to do, because that wasn't your vision to have a face in there. And I don't think that would have worked out. And obviously it wasn't meant to be. So I actually kept looking at your photo, looking at your face, just anchoring back to you and your intention, and that word rootedness. It really felt like I wanted to have a tree. And so I wasn't quite sure how to move forward. So the idea of the tree and the rainbow, I thought, oh, I will just do some prayer dots. This is a step in the intentional creativity process, to just pray and paint dots or symbols with colors and just meditate or have a prayer with it. So I loved that process of just the circles and the lines with color to create that swirly tree. And I really enjoyed that. It was very peaceful, and I wasn't thinking of, oh, what am I going to do next? I was just content in just doing that. And then the form being held in the tree, that really resonated with me, because you had said that you've always felt supported. So that feeling of being supported in those prayers, in the dots and the lines, energetically, that rainbow color, that all really felt right to me. And so the being appeared with wings, taking flight with having that support. And then I initially had if you look back, originally when I splattered the rainbow colors, I had also put white strokes, and those symbolize the beings supporting you. I didn't know how that was going to look, but I wanted some kind of entities to symbolize the beings, the ancestors, the angels that you've always felt connected to and supported by. I initially thought there were going to be many, and that's why I had those white lines. But then it just felt right to have the two beings just kind of leaning into the tree and not just offering their energy to fuel the tree, which then was supporting you. And that just felt really good to have, balance-wise too, to have the entities on either side of the tree trunk leaning in, holding you, nourishing you. And yes, the being in the tree with the face. So that was really interesting to go back and forth with you about the face. Of course, just being very aware of my attachments and recognizing how I was able to let it go pretty easily. And I think it's because I felt like this piece was for you, and I created from that place. And this is why I'm able to release this original piece, which I have a really hard time doing normally. So that was the really interesting part of this creative process, because I can let this go. And that's really a good thing to experience from now on, because I do want to create for people. I do want to share my art without having this attachment. And all my paintings are medicine paintings because of what I learn along the way, the messages I receive. And they've been crucial for my personal healing. And this was really good healing for me, to be able to offer what I've created to be a medicine painting for somebody else. So that was really powerful for me. And when we discussed changing or removing the features off the face, I thought, wow, that actually symbolically feels so good, because it's all about non-ego, and me just being able to go, okay, yeah, let's do that. This is your vision. And I actually really like the way it looks without the features. Now that I look at it, I actually like it better. So amazing. This was a collaborative approach, and that felt really magical. And just to finish off the meaning, the last bit was the fruits of the tree, or the flowers, and those represent your gifts to the world, blossoming from the support received. And it's like you're just incubating in the support, and in that you're creating your gifts to offer to the world in the form of these flowering these flowers. So that was my process. I'm just thinking, is there anything else I want to add? Really love doing the layers. Oh, there's so many layers. I missed a few photo segments in the stages, but yeah, lots of layers. And just continuing to anchor to you. That was really key. And to get myself out of the way when I started to feel kind of wanting to dominate. Dominate might not be the right word, but yeah, go into my own creative direction. So it was really good to keep anchoring back to you. So there it is. I don't know the name of it. I initially felt it was for me guidance, but then I got the guidance that you should name it. So I will wait to hear back to see what you want to name it. All right. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.